Yeah, so it's still, yeah, we have something to hear.
Yeah, and then anywhere you see something that's like where this one's up flush with this one, that's great. But then this one's lower, puddle it.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it reaches up.
Yeah, give them a little bit of a... That's the bottom. The other one didn't sound like it worked either. There's a couple of them in there. Let's see, the guys rolled in today. They got the floor sheeting all down, glued, nailed. Everything went really well there. Well, I mean, except for a couple extra holes. They, just pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, project's going well. Those walls are super busy with all the drain pipes coming through. So we're building as we go on that one. So we don't have to pick the walls up and set them over the drains. Simon's over here sorting and marking, looking for crowns. Then he marks what side the studs are bowing. So we can all of our studs will be bowing the same way. You're not gonna get away without any bows. But yeah. So there we go. That's a little update on the roar job. They'll have most of these walls framed up today. And then we'll sheet it. Then once it's sheeted, then we'll start putting up our floor joists for upstairs. The customer's gonna come in today and they're gonna take down all this lap siding, all the ship lap. It's called something else and I'm sorry, I can't remember what it's called. In the comments, if you guys can tell me the profile of this, I cannot remember it. So it's not a traditional ship lap, it's something else. But anyways, I have forgotten what it's called. So anyways, one more day out at the Roar project, big yellow farmhouse. All right, so that's really bright out here. I'm not sure how much this is gonna show up. It looks like it's looking pretty nice, but when you take the siding off these old houses, it's just amazing how well they've held up for the years and years of different remodeling and modifications that people have done. This customer that I'm working for, they didn't do any of this stuff. This was all done by previous homeowners. So there was probably some kind of a big rot damage there or a remodel that they've removed or added on. You can see other than this double 2x6 header right here, there are no headers in these older buildings. These point loads are pretty heavy. You have the 2x6 floor joists that are notched on top of a inset 2x4. So those 2x4s are notched into the studs. The joists are notched over the 2x4s, and they're just going straight down. The point load's going straight down to the foundation. When people are talking about, let me turn this around. When people talk about current codes, it's the modern building style is so engineered, so strong compared to what 100 years ago people were doing. 24 on center, 22 and a half on center, 2x4 walls. Now they have shiplap on the insides, they have shiplap on the outside, so that's a really good shear value. But what I'm trying to say is very seldom do they build anything as strong as we're required to build now. And these houses have been up and standing and doing okay for over 100 years. So it should really give you a good feeling about the modern building construction and the style that we build with the engineering and stuff. So just kind of a heads up on what's on the inside of some of these old farm homes. Thought that would be interesting for you. Well, the customer came in over the weekend and they organized our material pile for us, got it out of the way. And he borrowed his father's tractor, did all of his backfilling, gave us a nice smooth work environment. We're setting up scaffold to do the upper level sheeting. He organized all of our lumber way over there. You see on the other side of Simon and Bill. All the lumber's been organized over there. That's one of the great parts of working with clients that want to save money. They end up taking some of this manual labor onto themselves. And that's really helpful. So here, I'll turn this around. I'll show you guys a little bit more.
Yeah, it's looking more better. One more.
All right, so there's a correction. We had to go in there and rip out that last little bit, turn those studs the other direction so we can get our hole down in there better. Up here, we're waiting for the trusses. Then we'll be doing some back framing over here and reworking this, all part of the bedroom that's upstairs. So that's why that sheeting is off, is because it'll go onto the new wall a little bit. With it being summertime and such a large family, they kind of set this up for a little bit of an outdoor eating area since we're not working in it. The plan is from here all the way to that wall will be wide open, and this will now become a general purpose study area. And you can kind of see over here where this window's at. He'll have a big double French doors so they can separate this side of the house. So it'll be a big circle. The house will be a big circle around the staircase and the middle bathroom. But if this part of the house wanted to be a little bit quieter, they can shut this French door, and then the dining area can be as noisy as they want to be. Fun truss day. Oregon truss to the rescue again. Wahaha! I don't know if you can see, but we already have our trusses up there. Let me turn this around a little bit. So that's going to another customer. Let's see what we got.
Turn off the camera before you come up.
Well, no. Then how am I going to tell OSHA that I was doing it safely? Okay, ready, Joel?
To lift it up?
Yep.
Okay.
1,
Hold on.
1, 2, 3. Simon, not yet, but on this next one, we're gonna have you put some cross blocking in here.
Good, Bill.
Look at that, Bill. You didn't have to get up.
Huh?
I said, look at that, Bill. You didn't have to get up. That's what happens when you have 4 too many people here.
4 too many?
Yeah. This is a 2 guy, 3 guy at the most.
Yeah.
Grab another one, Joe.
Joe, Riz, I'm pushing you. Okay.
Or outside. It's easier to hook than it is to press.
Outside, inside.
Yep.
24. And if it's stretching.
And then you always measure off the inside if that's the... Yeah, the kid's being an animal.
Throw them in.
I don't know. Okay, well, watch out, Joel. Don't hit Phil. He's already hurting today. Why don't you switch to my gun, dude? Does it need to be lubed and adjusted, or
I've never had a problem until Carrie used it.
we got
Oh,
a pin
he-
that's falling out?
He was moving too much every day. You know.
Never had a problem until Carrie used it.
Was he like adjusting it all the time?
I don't know what he was doing. Making love to it or something.
I'll make sure that stays in the video and we send it to him.
Oh, okay.
You're okay, Simon. You can hear that. Well, that was cool. Hey, Israel. We are thinking about you today.
We're missing amigo.
We're missing you.
What's up, man?
See you, Israel. Now, this is David. You haven't met David yet because you quit. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. All right, so we got 2 full-size trusses left and a bunch of the jack trusses, jack rafters. We got Bill over here thinking. We got Jesus and Joel resetting the scaffold up. David's managing. Skylar and Simon are working on the inside webbing, our rat runs, cross braces, just to kind of make sure our pattern's all going pretty well. So yeah, everything's going really good. So now the peak of here will go out, and then the peak of this one will come up, it'll match. And then we'll have a big slope coming this way, which will kind of follow this little slope that you can just barely see. Well, I'm sorry, this slope will come out and tie in and go up, flat, yeah. So all sorts of stuff. All right. And give you guys an update on the farm Big Yellow Custom Edition. Big Yellow House. So you can't really see the yellow house much anymore. So let me turn this around and I'll show you guys where we're at. All right, so second floor is up. All the interior framing on that is done except for this one window door opening. We were using them for the ladder, and that's where a big shower is going in. So once that shower's here and installed, we'll button all that up and we'll be able to get our shear wall sheeting inspection all done. Yeah, let's sneak around and see what we got. Got Bill up there. He is tied off. Jesus is over here. Jesus has got some side rails on, and he's tied off. So we're keeping everybody nice and safe up there. We are 3. Oh, there's David poking his face through there. He's their ground cutting guy, so he's inside, not tied off. Hard to see with all the trees and stuff, but it kind of gives you guys an idea of what's going on there. Okay, so up here, original side, the addition. This, when you walk through this doorway right here, let me back up. When you walk through this doorway right here, this will be a bedroom. And this header is supporting the roof load. Now, we have to back frame across here, and then this wall right here will go straight about 30 inches out. And then this room will grow roughly about 30 inches of headspace. And then this sliver, about a 24 to 36 inch sliver, will still be at an angle in that bedroom. Right now, currently, this whole side of the house is one room. He is going to take this wall on the interior and section it off so we have 2 different rooms. We'll have a nice big attic access right here. And up inside these trusses is going to be the mechanical room for the furnace and the HVAC system. And that HVAC system is only going to handle the upstairs. The first 6 feet of this dormer, this existing dormer, is bathroom. And the other 6 feet is the staircase. Now right here is the entrance from the original portion of the house to the new addition. And make this ceiling right here on the other side of this walkway, because it's not a doorway, it's just a walkway. On the other side of this walkway, as flat of a ceiling as we can, so this space becomes more usable. Right now it's just a big closet right here, and they have the underside of this hip going right through the corner of their bedroom. You can see where we wrapped the addition around the house, that 30 inches, that's where the new wall will come across here, and then we'll carry it on the other side as well. Yeah, so that's where we're looking at. So when we're done with the roof, when we're done with this new portion of the roof, we'll start the back framing of this, and then also the back framing of the top framing for the old house to tie it into the new addition. Jesus and Simon are doing the little bit of back framing here to wrap around. You can see Bill and Skylar up top finishing up a little bit of that ridge. Our customer is actually a roofing contractor, so we come back in the morning and you can see he's starting to put the sheeting on the roof. He'll probably have this thing all sheeted and re-roofed and all tied back in within the next week or so. And then he'll have his one guy with him. All right, here we are upstairs. We've got our mechanical room, our HVAC room upstairs all framed in. Bill and Skylar are up here doing all the back framing, tying in from the new truss line to the old rafter line. Got Jesus and Simon over here doing some overframing of the old line. I'm standing in the master bedroom right now, master closet, one kid's bedroom, 2 kids' bedrooms. I think we have a hall bath or half bath, master bath, and then a big laundry room over here. So I'll get this flipped around so we can kind of make fun of Bill. There's Skylar up there. There's Bill up there. They're doing the hard work. I'm down here just telling them what they're doing wrong. Which, I'm the best looking cheerleader you've had in a long time. Well, maybe Jackie's better looking than I am. Got out here at this window. We're just doing some of this fascia board for the overhang. Got Simon up here. He's learning a lot. Jesus is learning patience. With Simon. Jesus has got a couple kids, so he's got pretty good patience already. But yeah, everything's going pretty good up here. Guys did a pretty good job of getting that hip, that ridge hip, whatever you want to call it, all the way up nice and even. Quick update. Back framing's is all done. On the exterior, we're just waiting for a shear wall inspection, exterior shear on all 3 sides of the addition before we can house wrap it. You can see we've already kind of started some of our demo process. And upstairs, let me turn this thing around. I'll show you guys what we're going on. Well, let me climb up that thing and show you what we're doing inside. All right, guys, this is where the framing gets a little bit fun, a little creative. So this room right now was one of the kids' rooms. It's gonna be, it was a large room. It was way over that way, about another 15 feet. So it's gonna be 2 rooms where we're new part of the house. The addition is gonna be adding about 10 feet. Then we're taking about 10 feet of this one. It'll be a nice big bedroom. This ceiling, excuse me, will be, all of these old rafters will be cut, re-supported. New ceiling will be going to the other, to that big beam up there. And this will all be one nice sized bedroom with an entrance from the addition. Yep. So this little pony wall up here will be modified to go and be part of the actual ceiling. All right, then we have down the hallway where the old master bedroom used to be. This will become now kind of a music room, game room, study room. This will end up being about a 4-foot opening for a hallway to go into the old home or the original part of the house. And then in here, this doorway right here will end up being deleted, and this will all just be one large gathering area upstairs that they plan to turn into a music room for the kids. This 2x4 hip board will be beefed up quite a bit and will be supported in the inside corner. You can see Bill's kind of got a little bit of a sample jig board that we have going right there. That board, that beam will be going all the way up this ridge, and then it'll be tied in with another header going from a structural interior wall to the outside of the dormer wall. Things are looking really good. The outside of the house is just getting the shear inspection, and we're moving forward. We're cranking her out. Well, technically, Bill and Jesus are cranking it out. They're on their lunch break right now.
What's the deal here? Oh yeah, that's purty.
It is nice. That was nice.
I think the next one should be a little easier since these ones are a little longer.
3.5 versus 4s.
Yeah.
They should all be good enough though. I think you only have 1.5 inches of.
I feel like
4 by
since
8 or 2
we're
left.
using this one as our tester piece,
Yeah.
the next one should make a little bit more sense.
I agree.
As long as our jig that we made for the other side will match up.